A Plaguelands Media production.
Hey everyone, this is Hugh from Plaguelands Media, and today I want to give you a review or give you my thoughts on the Call of Cthulhu Keeper decks. Now, I'm not usually one who likes to play tabletop RPG games with decks of cards, not since most all of my games occur online. If I was playing at the table with my friends, then yeah, I would probably use these a lot more. But the fact of the matter is that I don't. I honestly usually don't see the point of them. The last RPG I played with decks was Pathfinder, and I had the critical hit, critical fumble decks, which were a lot of fun to play with at the time. The only reason I purchased these, to be perfectly honest with you, they were on sale on Miniature Market. And so I lumped them in with a pre-order bundle of role-playing game books. And I actually had ordered these in August of last year. But because one of the books in the set was a pre-order, these didn't arrive until about a month ago. So what are they? Well, they are a deck of cards. This one is Weapons and Artifacts, Unfortunate Events, Phobias, and Curious Characters. So let's actually look at them in this order. We'll start with the Curious Characters deck. So it is just a deck of oversized cards with an explanation on. Let me just zoom out a little bit. Make it a little better. There we go. How to use them. Basically, you can use these characters as NPCs. So we have, these are in alphabetical order, so you don't shuffle these, but we have a picture on the back, the character name on the front, and then all of their stats, description, things like that, and what secret they have. And you have an absolute ton of them. You can see different skills, treasured item, meaningful location. These are all things that players make at character creation in Call of Cthulhu. So you can see there that there are a lot of different characters that a Games Master can use, or if you just want a quick game, just you've got the scenario ready, give one of these to each player, and you are good to go. I would actually use these, however, when I am working on the week's adventure. Now, here is an issue I have with these cards. As you can see, it's really difficult to get them all back in the deck properly. I will have to take some time to do that later. This is the Weapons and Artifacts deck. Again, there's always one that gets stuck. In this case, it's the credits. So these are cards that you would give to your players around the table when they find or they have that weapon. So we have the 20 gauge shotgun. It gives you the stats, when to use it, and a little bit of information. So the whole range of modern down to 1920s, 12 gauge shotgun, another one, Magnum, AK-47, AK-74. Then we have some of the artifacts like the brain cylinder, which is a Migo artifact, cavalry saber, crystal of the elder things, just tells you what to do and how they can activate it. Pretty cool. But like the other deck, oh no, that one actually went in quite nicely. for once. Okay. Let's look at the Phobias deck. Oh, look at that. There's always a few cards that don't want to. Okay, so the keeper may choose to present a player with a card from this deck when their investigator goes insane. So let's say the investigator has amnesia. You would give the investigator this card, and it explains kind of what to do, which in a game setting, the investigator should do that. So let's see, what is Demophobia? You have a fear of crowds. You will avoid large groups of people. You become paralyzed with fear, blah, blah, blah. So that's just a kind of ease of play sort of thing, instead of having to kind of look it up in the rule book, which is what I actually do. Might be easier to start using this on my end, and look at that, doesn't go back in. And then we have the Unfortunate Events deck. And of course, there's always one. Okay, so to use the Unfortunate Events deck, you may present a player with a card from this deck during play. That player receiving the card applies its effect to their investigator immediately. Keepers are advised to pre-select, so don't just kind of randomly hand one out, but pre-select what you want. So for example, Corruption of the Flesh. So I give that to one of my players and they read the back. Suddenly your skin begins to corrupt. Make a sanity roll. In seconds you collapse on the floor unconscious. You awake 1d6 rounds later. You appear whole and normal. So that could just be an effect. And they're not supposed to share these with the other kind of players. The players will see what happens. Maybe Hotel Fire. Let's have a look at this one. You return to your lodgings only to find the place ablaze. Make a luck roll to determine the level of damage. Blah, blah, blah. So these are just some fun. Raining blood. Robbery in progress. Sickness. Spider bite. Just some fun events that you can throw in there. And blank cards to make your own events if you want to. Always nice. And then these, I guarantee you, will not go back properly into the box. Told you. Okay, let's get them nice and lined up. And, yep. Look at that. Okay. So these are the Call of Cthulhu keeper decks. I like them. I think they're pretty cool. I don't know if I'll ever use them, short of some inspiration as I'm working on the scenarios for my players. But there you have it. That was just a quick little showcase of an RPG product I purchased. Hope you enjoyed the video. Like, subscribe, do all that good stuff. But most importantly, stay safe. I'll see you in the next one.